Wow. Yeah, it's definitely, jeez. Here's them on the outskirts of it. The edge, as we call it. So, this is the it crowd, I guess. Yeah, it's a Sunday. Figured come out here and my timeline must be really going through a grinder right now. Tomorrow's ID day. I don't know what day is going to turn out to be, but I'm not going into all the details, but geez. Talk about a timeline transformation. I feel like a timeline is ending, but we'll find out tomorrow. I think it's ending. Well, not, another one obviously is starting up, but yeah, the world's in a kind of a weird spot, at least in the U.S. Well, I don't know, this whole military get together and all that. I don't know what's going on with that. Venezuela, we're in some kind of build up. Yeah, we're going into October. Yeah, and I got a timeline shift right to the damn, what the fuck. Yeah, I changed with everything else. We'll find out. Oh, jeez. Anyway, it'll all work out. It's just a pain in the ass. What was it? Oh yeah, so we're like, domestic, we're like dogs in human form basically. We're pretty much primitive mutts. I think people already know that, but pretty much. I mean, going through all these challenges. Yeah, obviously it helps you get, it's on how you handle it, obviously you gotta vent, we are humans, you have to go through your own. It's on how you handle it, you gotta vent some. I mean, we're part of this primitive, bohemian, Neanderthal society that just thinks about sports and getting drunk and God help us all. And there's so many spiritual community people that are so delusional on drugs or something like that, and they take it for a ride. Wow, that's exciting, get pulled into that SSP manipulation. Some of them do at least. And the secret space program stuff, a lot of that's just going outside yourself and opening up doors you do not need to open. I mean, if you already have those moments, that's one thing. But these little slime bags that had these large followings, they're just making things worse. Well, they're getting karma for all of that. It's all lining up. I don't care what anybody says. It's building up by this little secret space program celebrities that are out there. Some of them might be already feeling it, but there are some that need to feel it. Because what they're doing to people, they're just manipulating people to get a following, getting funds, it's gross. It's just like any other religion, right? Well, same old shit. Even the religious manipulators get karma for what they're doing, so I'm not sure how that works exactly, but sometimes it hits the next life, it's all whatever. Yeah, this is, I guess they're kind of, of course there's a weekend. We're in the middle of it all. Of course the sun's coming down too, some people come in, so, well, no, I think so. So where we're heading, and then the fake positivity. Well, of course, I feel like many in the spiritual community are just on drugs or some kind of delusional programming and having difficulties healing themselves. I can't remember where I came from. And they just grab it. They see a large following, they just grab onto it, and they have no idea what the hell they're being programmed into them. Especially if they're on some kind of drug or something like that. They're just, they're not quite balanced. And getting balanced is easier said than done. This is all difficult. Its whole thing is, they go where they're going to go. So where things are heading, though, Man, I'll talk about October surprise. October time, it's already kind of building up. It's not being clear. I mean, I'm going through a personal timeline shift. It has big black question marks around it right now. So, I mean, I don't know where things are going for me. I'm going along with it. The idea is for things to be a little bit more tied down and makes more just sort of interloop, but that's not the case. So things are shifting. You know where I came from. I get trapped out here. Could be worse. Probably better to swim out there anyway. The way things are going, I should just take a long swim across the planet. Swim to Mars. Well, I guess you can do that if you're hallucinating. October is gearing up. Yeah, I can't tap into it. I mean, I'm tired. Yeah, I've been saying that for a while, but something's coming. October. No, it's October. Yeah, especially like my personal timeline shift. Jeez, talk about doing a backflip or something like that. Kind of going with the transformation of everything else, huh? And it's funny, like things you own, you have to get, talk about a renewal of, I mean, everything is changing except for location. Not everything exactly, but yeah, some things are, location shift would be, at some point. We're definitely going through whatever it is, it's gearing up. But just the fire has not been fully lit, of course. Nature's not being very clear. Yeah, nature can only go so far with it. Yeah, you have to let us kind of plow through first. Yeah, like the world event situation, something's gonna, I don't know when, at least it'll affect the US at least. I'm not sure the rest of the world at this point. But definitely some kind of world event is, or US event. The world will hear about it, and I don't feel like it's gonna go away anytime soon. Once it hits, it's going to go on for a while. Until whatever opens up, whatever's next, or another one opens up. I feel like one needs to escape first, and everything else kind of breaks free. The other thing about the SS secret space program stuff, of course, they put that mind control program out there. It's just, once that gate's already been opened, they just put their brain into it and just get put into a blender, basically. It's like any other religion, basically. It's like the Mormons and whatever. Yeah, it's already kind of, so some manipulators get in there and they plant their garden and grow other bullshit, basically. Create some kind of false reality, create some followers for their false reality, and on and on, it's just, so you're seeing it in its, I don't know if it's infancy, but kind of delusional thinking, basically. Well, like I say, many are not ready to go within themselves or to heal who is, but we're getting more in touch with yourself, you can say. Easier said than done. Yeah, like I said, many are having difficulties feeling the chaos, cutting that cord, the traumas. Easier said than done. Trauma clearing can be done, but you have to want to do it first. If you're indulging in self-pity and, you can't, if you're just feeling sorry for yourself all the time, guilt, if you're not letting go of that, it's just going to the wound just gets worse, and worse. And you're going to at least you have it, but you're just trying to get better. going back and forth. Guilt, trying to get better, guilt, trying to get better. At least there's some kind of something there. But if you're just guilt and just guilt and just guilt and just, that just freaking feels like a, yeah, you're stuck here forever. Something like that. Talk about, and you wonder how people get stuck on this planet when I have an idea of that. Of course, some of them don't want to think about that right now. But after they leave their body, leave this like, oh crap. But they're avoiding clearing their shit. I mean, not to say you have to be perfect, but if you're putting effort into it, it does a lot. You know, it's just like, you're just like if you, like you physically can't walk, or you say you can't, or after an injury and you feel like you can't walk, you just got to keep exercising and doing something. Not perfect, but at least you want to put the effort into it. You know, you feel like you got it within yourself. You know, it's the same thing, internal trauma, same situation, but you have to want it. I guess you could say it's easier just to feel pity and just make things worse and just create a larger lake of misery. But, you know, it's up to the soul, individual on that. You know, you still might not be happy about the way things went, but you just gotta let things go and you know, you gotta think about yourself. Yeah, it's just sometimes when people, like individuals make their own, without going into all the details. And if you know somebody and they make a horrible decision and you blame yourself for it, it's like, you know, yeah, you can have that blame for a while, but you know, you can't just torture yourself forever on that. Yeah, they still on them. You know, you can't drag yourself into their pit. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have some kind of, if that is true, it has something to do with whatever they went through. But still, you can't just live your whole life digging a hole into yourself. I mean, you can't. We don't have to. You know. I guess I need to go through self-pity, but you know, whatever. It's just, sometimes you just gotta let stuff go. Yeah, even especially with parents doing manipulations or other family members doing manipulate or whatever. Just, you know, yeah, it comes up to, you know, the decision of the, you know, what you want to do. So anyway, yeah, it's a maze here. But you know, this is the evolve. That's how you break free of this place. The idea is break. You want to stay here forever? If you can, whatever reality. I mean, this third dimension reality, if it's on this world or somewhere else, it's going to go on for eons. You don't see any change. People get a chance to change, but they like holding on to their old stuff, their physical crap, whatever. I mean, it's some need to go through it, but others that just don't want to let it go and just want to keep going on with this forever. And sure enough, you can. More power to you on that one. So this is, wherever this is going, it's going to exist in some form or another. So however that works. But, you know, if you want to graduate, now's your chance. Let's put it that way. But you still have chances in the future, of course. However that works. But, yeah, in the future. But then again, it's almost like if you hear this message, I guess you can wait. I guess. Or if you're not, if you just blow it off, you're just not ready for it, that's different. It'll come back to you, a rubber band itself back to you eventually when you are. It's just showing you like, hey, this is a possibility, and you're going to shut off and just call me stupid or whatever. And if it might come back over time, right now it might sting, currently, possibly. So especially when most of the spiritual community is so busy being hijacked and enjoying it, like a domesticated dog basically. And that dog energy, yeah, it's just, you know, that's all this primitive stuff. The idea is they have become more connected to higher level consciousness. yes, you still do things with your hands and physicality, but you become more reliant on your higher being, but it's all just a process to get to it. And going through these trials helps with that too, because the spirituality helps you through all these challenges. If you're not feeling pity for yourself every 5 minutes, if you're letting go of if you have, like I said, if you have some of it, but you're not letting it, it's not a leash around your throat. The reason I beat up the canine, the dog, because the dogs do pretty much are like four-legged humans, basically. Cats are too, but if we were more cat people, we'd be already on spaceships and stuff. We'd probably be still zapping each other our brains and all that, but we'll be a little bit more evolved spiritually, because cats are spiritually bound. Not to say dogs aren't, but they're still more physically bound. It's like you talk to a cat, it's like, hey, how's it going? And it says, screw up, I'm gonna go sleep now. You're boring me. But a dog is there to, because we are programmed like a dog. All this program is all just, we're just, it's funny how we call a dog stupid. It's like, yeah, look in the mirror, people. Yeah, before you do that, yeah, they're smart. They're not going through this. They're at home sleeping. We're the ones going through all this crap. I mean, yeah, they live a simpler life, but we live more of a complicated nowhere life. So, for the most part, it's all about sports and primitive stuff. And it's great and everything. But it's obviously not everybody's ready for the higher consciousness. It's not always. Yeah, this all spiritual stuff gets more obviously looked down upon for obvious reasons. Even those that are in the spiritual communities, they're still following the crowd, technically. Even like the SSP, some of these people, the secret space program manipulators, the ones that are running some of these groups, obviously all eyes are on them on a spiritual level. I mean, I don't watch that community, I just can't handle it. But, you see what they're doing. I mean, it's, acting like they have like they're better than Max Spears, which is freaking hilarious. Like, whatever, man. Just trying to make something of themselves. And they're just cockroaches, basically. But they're now seen as religious figures, galactic religious figures that would be worshipped in the future and all stuff gross. It's just dirty. L. Ron Hubbard has his own little following, so there's a little parasites. So, yeah, cockroaches have a place in the world too, it seems. Boy, is that the truth of it. Yeah, everyone has their place in the world, right? That's something to be proud of. I was going to channel. Yeah, I was technically channeling. We just, man, tomorrow is going to be something else. What the fuck? I don't know what's going to happen to the world tomorrow. I just don't know where I'm going. Yeah, it makes you just want to jump out to the water and just swim and forget all this crap. Yeah, talk about, if I'm having a timeline change along with the rest of this, geez, I give up. Well, the universe does provide. Yeah, and it throws a bunch of shit at you too. Kicks everything over. Yeah, it's just, I guess my astral self's been coming through more too, which is, yeah, because I'm picking up on things I don't normally pick up on. Those that are scared, not individuals, but just I could feel the fear energies within some, and just, yeah, talk about, yeah, some to put themselves in a prison, which I understand, sort of. I mean, when you're loaded up with chaos and everything, it makes sense. You put yourself in a cage, you're too afraid to look outside and all that. I don't know how that, I mean, the universe still is capable of a lot of that. I don't know, yeah, we don't know how things are, and everything has its, whatever. I mean, like I said, the universe has ways of, people are locked into their own fears and all that. I guess they can be locked in there forever. I guess that's how it works, I guess. But sometimes the universe can come in and, flood their house of pain, you know what I mean? Break it apart. Sometimes. I don't know. yeah, it's like they can take your world and shatter it. They'll take your prison. But then again, it has its reasons. There's all layers of astral we'll never really understand. I can't worry about it. I guess some of us are ready to surf up. We're gonna surf. Sure, just take my life and just throw it in the trash. Fuck it. Or just shatter it. Hey, I'm all for it. Other people say no. And some of us say, yeah, go for it. It's like putting on a roller coaster and just go. Like you're sleeping or you get up and just walk up. You get up, you're walking, just end up on this roller coaster, you don't know how the hell you got on it, and all of a sudden it just starts going. It's like, okay, sure, what the hell, right? It's more like that. So, I guess not all of us are built the same, huh? Yeah, I guess some are they have a closed reality, they just shut it down completely. Yeah, damn. It's like, this is why some have no change at all. I can see that. That kind of hurts when you think about it. You're just living in your bubble, your prison forever. The prison of pain, basically. Not letting go of the past, like ever. Yeah, I get it. But you think every once in a while they want to, open up a window every now and then. Let out all the, let something out, But yeah, if you're holding all that shit in and just say, yeah, your incarnation path is just, it's like, welcome, this is your home now. This is your planet. I mean, this is where it all happened. They can try and not incarnate here, but this is how you get kicked back here. Because you're not letting go of your trauma. That's the whole point of this. It's like letting go of traumas. You're not perfect, doing the best you can. You're not letting yourself be a victim. You're trying to break free. At least trying. And that gets you from not coming back here. If you're like 100% victim, you've been in jail, spiritual jail, whatever, your own inner prison forever, your whole life, like 30 or 40, I mean, you're just, I don't think it happened, like, we were like on your deathbed, I don't think it just like unswitches there. You need some time to like, take that crap out. You gotta clean this junk out, at least for like 10 years at least. If you've been carrying it around for like most of your life, you've been in prison, energetic prison, like for trauma, blame yourself and everything for like 30 years, for example, and you're on your deathbed now, man, you don't have enough time to clear all that crap. Because if it's, like I said, you're working to break free, you're just allowing more flow within your energy field. I don't know if they know, but they just know that they're did the best they can, but they're putting effort into it. You'd be surprised. Yeah, you might have some karmic connections here, but not as much as you did before. So you can, I don't know if that exempts you from having an incarnation here again. Because sometimes when you have grief over a situation that happened to yourself, victim-wise, yeah, you keep repeating it. Like someone shot you in this life, for example. Maybe you survived, whatever. And you go incarnate and shoot you again. Or they abused you, or domestic violence, or whatever. You just go through it again and again and again. It can be the same person over and over and over until you break that cycle. Sounds like fun, huh? Whatever. Us can give a shit, right? But I think it's something like that, or someone similar to what did it cause that. You'd be surprised how many they took you down, just like a wrestling thing, like or anything. We'll just use wrestling for example. Like if you defeated somebody, don't you want to defeat him again? At least try. Send in your minions and do it, or whatever. Sometimes doing it yourself is better. That's kind of messed up, but it's true. Doesn't mean it'd be the same situation. You never know. If they can do the same situation, what the hell, right? So, yeah, it's complicated. but it's all up to the individual. It just shows the power of the individual. You want an energy of flow, or you just want mud? Many choose mud, of course, and they put on this friendly persona. They feel bad about letting things go and all of that. But you got, well, it's your life, right? But that's what this is all about. It's about graduating. It's hard because a lot of us wonder, I've wondered most of the time, what the hell am I doing? Yeah, it's like, you're trying to help people. I mean, you can sometimes, which is good. But most, like, F off this. It's like, okay, whatever. It's like, okay, what the hell am I doing here again? It's like I'm getting sand thrown in my face half the time. And it's getting old. But you just gotta plow through it. Yeah, it's hard. It's good that you're helping those that want to be helped, and that's great. Obviously, not everybody's gonna be like that, but holy shit, some that, like, the patients that really need it, they're the worst. Yeah, they're like cut your eyes out and shit. Energetically. It's like, really? Yeah. It's like I say, welcome to your home. Which is and some feel like this world is their home. Well, technically it is. And you go incarnation, and wonder why this is home, why this is hell. Because they can't seem to break free. And they get you an idea of how hell operates too. And all these little demons are here just to torture you because you keep coming back. And it kind of gives you to understand why the hell realms are the way they are. So it's a different dimension, but it's still more. I mean, this is a version of it. It still has demons messing with you, just can't see them. In the other dimensions you can, and yeah, it's not fun. Obviously, it's the path of the soul. I understand that, but I don't know. For some, they can. I don't know, break free. Yeah, it's well. All you can do is do what you can do and just keep moving forward. It's strange. It's like for those that are always open to heal, it's well, at least they're open to it. They just keep saying no. At least the door is open slightly. So anyway, all right, that's all we got.